Come on down and get them Hollywood trades, man. This is a lesson. This is a lesson. This is not analysis. This is a lesson. And this is what I always say about news. News is not what you think it is. News is an order flow event. That is what it is. And so what happens is there are already always pending orders in the chart. And what happens is you get just a rapid delivery between order flow areas that are pending on the chart already. So basically, when someone said to me, what did he say in this chat? This man says, he says, are you looking for an FOMC surprise? And then I said there are only two options, basically because of pending order flow. And because of pending order flow, because orders are already queued into certain price ranges, right? All these levels here already have orders preordained at these levels. Like in this block, there was already orders of mass orders, millions of orders that were not triggered, and a lot of shorts that wanted to mitigate and get out at this level as well, and a lot of adding longs as well from this order block because it was an order block. That's just what you expect at order blocks. And so absorbing all of these imbalances here, plus hitting an order block, that's usually your recipe. So you absorb the imbalance, hit the order block, you fail to close above the order block. News has no news. There's no news can't do anything but make you hit those levels. That's all news can ever do, and that's pretty much it. That's the efficient, what they call the efficient market theory, where you recover imbalances and then hit order flow levels at candle levels, and pretty much that's what you get here. That, in a nutshell, is the whole lesson. As I always tell people what it is about news. Like news is basically, this is why you don't trade news, because it just rebounds at these levels. Like the best way you could trade news is to already have a preordained trading idea from an an order level to another order level. So if you had a long somewhere here, stop loss below this block because you expect the imbalance to the order block to give you a bullish rebound, at least up to one of these levels. I would say at least to this retest level. If you hit here, you would instantly easily say you would get here, but it actually went all the way up and recovered and then hit these and tested the whole accumulation block instantly. So that whole reaction that I would have probably forecast over the course of days or hours happened instantly. And that's all news does. News is not economical news, does not tell price where to go. Or order flow tells price where to go in all instances. And this is just a lesson in that. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. That's pretty much it. Really don't have too much more else to say because that's what happened in the whole reaction. I told him to look at the DXY, and what happened on the DXY was something that was already going to be ordained to happen, which was it swept this order block and still respected this order block. And so a lot of times when you sweep a bullish range or a range that did lead to breaking of levels, which it did, this low led to the breaking of the high, right? So this high led to this low, and then that low also broke its own high. And so when you get to that low and you sweep that low, there are a lot of compound availability of order flow to be paired long here, just because that's the ultimate order flow level. That is the billionaire level of order type of order flow there. So that's what happened when we got to that low. I, in any way, did not expect it to close below this low if it did ever come below this low. That's the ultimate low that led to the breaking of the high and a high that never finished its rebalance as well. So this is still, the rest of this imbalance is still on the targeting schedule. We just have to come through the weekly. We need a weekly order block. Well, this is a weekly order block, but we need another bullish close to kind of get back up into these levels on the weekly as well, so we can kind of possibly try to recover a lot of. There's no imbalance left until up here. When the time comes and we start climbing up here, I'll extend this over. But for right now, that's pretty much just there. We do have this buy side, but we also have the buy side below it as well now. So this is going to be our first buy side target. If we do start going bullish, this will be our first target on this DXY, which will make everything kind of go. And that's just a mean consolidation, if so. And then we'll probably, just do our thing, probably trying to recover some of this maybe at some point in time. But as of right now, this is just a heavy order flow situation below these lows, and that's what we're getting, right? That's a CRT. We failed to close above the high. What do? Target the range low. We completed that CRT with the news today. This is a bullish manipulation zone, and so we do expect this to be a heavy resistance area. There is no imbalance available until right at this low. So if we do continue to go lower, this low will actually be where we're going to go, because it's just a piece, but that's pretty much all it takes. You can actually just barely even see that, but that's all it takes for there to be a piece of imbalance left for a price to come to it. It'll like wick that. If we do go down here, it'll like wick that and then most likely recover back into this range. But that's neither here nor there right now. That is, if anything, weeks out. If this does cause the USD to keep going down fundamentally and or technically, because if we get a close below this low, then this level will be resistance. If we come up into it, we can expect a retracement and then continuation back below. Just, retracement, continuation. That's pretty much what you get candle by candle in these type of situations until you get to your goal. So that's pretty much that. I hope someone learned a lesson with this move. Anybody who tried to trade it should have learned a lesson with this move. Continuation is the magic word, and higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher. That's just pretty much you wouldn't expect it to break that. Even if we sweep one of these lows, we can still expect that to be a stop hunt and then be a higher high. So that's just pretty much where we're at on the whole overall PD and the news. I'm gonna put this as a, what do they call that? A lesson, or a teaching, not an analysis. So that's pretty much that. Hope you guys learned that. Market efficiency is the name of the game.